Have you ever felt exhausted in your own space, even though nothing obvious has happened? Some people enter your life very gently, yet quietly take away your peace without you even realizing it. You might think the problem lies in your job and pressure, or in life itself, but the truth could be much simpler. It's the people you allow to get too close. Not everyone who walks into your home brings warmth. Some carry negativity, disrespect, or endless problems, and over time they turn what should be a place of rest into a mental battlefield. If you've ever felt drained without knowing why, go ahead and hit like or subscribe right now, because what you're about to hear could change the way you choose the people around you forever. There are 3 types of people you should never allow into your space. And the first type is very common yet extremely dangerous. Type 1. The gossip. At first, they don't seem dangerous at all. In fact, they can even make conversations feel more engaging. Stories about other people, shared secrets, honest remarks. All of it creates a quick sense of connection. But this is exactly where the problem begins. A gossip isn't just someone who talks about others. They carry a very specific kind of energy, judgment, negativity, and a lack of trust. Spend enough time around them and you'll start to notice something. Every conversation slowly becomes heavier. You're no longer talking about ideas, goals, or anything positive. Instead, you get pulled into a cycle of judging, comparing, and criticizing. A familiar example: you're having a normal day, but after just 15 minutes of talking to someone like this, your mood shifts. You feel uneasy, your mind fills with thoughts about other people, and you may even start questioning your own relationships. That's not a coincidence, that's influence. Even more concerning, if someone frequently speaks badly about others in front of you, they will do the same about you when you're not around. This isn't speculation, it's a pattern of behavior. They don't change the target, only the listener. Starting today, take a moment to reflect on your last 3 conversations. If they revolved more around talking about others than about yourself or your goals, that's a clear sign you're being influenced. So what should you do? First, you don't need to cut them off immediately. Start by redirecting the conversation. When they begin talking negatively about someone, gently shift the topic. Ask about work plans or something more positive. If they keep returning to the same pattern, that's your signal to reduce contact. Second, learn to stay silent at the right moments. Not every conversation needs a response. Sometimes, not engaging is how you avoid feeding the negativity. Finally, ask yourself, after talking to this person, do I feel better or worse? That answer alone is enough to decide whether they deserve a deeper place in your life. Your home, both literally and metaphorically, should be built on trust and peace. And gossipers, though they may seem harmless, are often the ones quietly breaking that foundation from within. Type 2. The disrespectful person. They're not loud like gossipers. They don't bring obvious drama, but they share one common trait: they consistently cross your boundaries subtly. At first, it's just small things. Interrupting you while you're speaking. A comment that makes you uncomfortable but seems easy to ignore. An action that affects you directly yet comes without asking. And you tell yourself, it's okay. They probably didn't mean it. But here's the truth: boundaries are never broken all at once. They're eroded little by little. For example, you have a friend who shows up at your place unannounced. The first time it feels inconvenient, but you let it slide. The second time it starts to bother you. By the third time, you feel like you've lost control over your own space, yet you don't know how to speak up. And gradually, you get used to putting your needs after someone else's. That's how disrespect works: quietly, repeatedly, until you begin to lose your own voice. Someone who doesn't respect your boundaries doesn't truly recognize your value. And if you don't speak up, you're unintentionally allowing that behavior to continue. What should you do? Start by clearly defining your boundaries, your time, your space, your communication style. When a boundary is crossed, respond immediately, short, clear. No long explanations needed. For example, I need you to let me know before coming over. Pay attention to their response. Someone who respects you will adjust. Someone who doesn't will keep ignoring it. The key is you don't need to become harsh or confrontational. You just need to be consistent. Boundaries aren't about controlling others. They're about protecting yourself. If you've ever stayed silent when your limits were crossed just to keep the peace, stop starting today. Hit subscribe or follow and begin building the habit of setting clear boundaries, because no one can respect you if you don't protect yourself first. Your home doesn't just need kind people, it needs people who know how to respect you. And sometimes disrespect doesn't come from bad intentions. It comes from the fact that you've never clearly said no. Type 3. The problematic person. They're not bad people. In fact, you often feel sorry for them. Their life always seems full of issues, work problems, messy relationships, emotional instability. And every time they show up, they bring all of that into your space. At first, you help out of empathy. You listen, give advice, even offer your time and energy to make them feel better. But over time, you begin to notice something: their problems never really end. When one issue is resolved, another appears. And you, without realizing it, slowly become the container for all their chaos. A familiar example: you have a friend who calls you every time something goes wrong. Every call is long and heavy. After each conversation, they feel relieved, but you feel drained. Yet because you don't want to say no, you keep listening, keep carrying the weight. That's the trap of kindness without boundaries. Someone who constantly brings problems isn't necessarily trying to exhaust you, but if they can't handle their own issues, they will unconsciously turn you into their source of emotional support. And when this pattern repeats long enough, you're no longer living in your own peace, you're living inside someone else's problems. The next time someone shares their issues with you, try setting a small boundary. Listen for 10-15 minutes, then end the conversation instead of letting it go on indefinitely. So what should you do to avoid getting pulled into this cycle? First, learn to distinguish between supporting and carrying. You can listen, but you don't have to solve things for them. Instead of constantly giving advice, ask, what do you plan to do about it? This encourages them to take responsibility. Second, set limits on your time and availability. You don't have to be there all the time. You have the right not to respond, codepend, or engage in every negative conversation. Finally, listen to your own feelings. If you feel heavy after every interaction, that's no longer healthy support. It's emotional drain. Your home is not a place for storms to settle. You can be kind, but you still need boundaries. Because if you don't protect your energy, there will be nothing left for your own life. In the end, what truly matters isn't whether you've encountered these types of people, it's whether you're aware enough to recognize them and choose differently. Life doesn't become chaotic just because of circumstances. It becomes exhausting when you allow too many things and too many people into a space that should be protected. You can't control how others live, think, or behave, but you always have the right to decide who gets to stay and who needs to stop. A wise person isn't someone who avoids all negativity. It's someone who knows how to set boundaries at the right time. Someone who understands that not every act of kindness needs to be extended endlessly and not every relationship needs to be kept. And most importantly, they know this: protecting your peace is not selfish, it's a responsibility. Take a look around you right now. You don't need to change everything. Just start with one small step. Spend less time with people who drain you. Be clearer about the boundaries you once stayed silent about. And be braver in choosing your environment. If you truly want to change your life, start today. Hit subscribe or follow and make a commitment to yourself. From this moment on, you will consciously choose the people around you. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, but right after you finish this. Because the truth is simple. You don't lose energy randomly. You give it away every single day to people who don't deserve it. And at some point you'll have to choose: keep your peace or continue living in the chaos others bring into your life. That decision is yours right now.